Collecting Books with Danny the Puppet.
Hi, it is I, Danny the Puppet, and our topic this week is where do you like to buy your bots? That's right, we're going to talk about what place you like to go to buy your Transformers. Now, first of all, we have to lay down some rules for this. We're talking about buying brand new Transformers, not vintage, not used, not old, but brand new Transformers. And so let's talk about the competitors here in our little competition of where do you like to go to buy your Transformers. The other thing I would say is we're going to talk about where you prefer to go, not where you wind up going, because I find often I wind up buying my Transformers in certain places out of convenience rather than where I'd prefer to go. So, location number 1, Target. That's right, Target. Big red store. Big box store for sure. Still has a fairly substantial toy aisle. I like Target. I think the aisles are pretty clean, but unfortunately, lately it seems like the stock is not quite there. Target does carry various exclusives. We've seen recently they've got quite a few Transformers the movie exclusives they're carrying, and their price point is about pretty much what you'd expect right now. A deluxe is going for $28. And Voyagers are going for $42, $43 I think, when it's all there. And leader class is, I think, what are they charging now, like $60? So I think I found them for about $55 there, so that's kind of nice. But that's our first location to choose from, Target. Next we go to Walmart. I don't know about you, but I find Walmart customer service isn't quite as friendly or accessible. And Walmart's your mileage may vary. I talk about how I go to one Walmart and I like this Walmart better than another. And my daughter says, you compare Walmarts, they're all the same to me. But all Walmarts are not equal. And so I go to some Walmarts and I find that they have really good stock of Transformers. And I go to some Walmarts and they haven't restocked their Transformers in like a year. But prices are about comparable to what you'd have at Walmart. $28 for a deluxe, $40 some for a Voyager, and leader class are, I think they still have them at $55 actually, which is kind of nice for Walmart. But again, your mileage may vary. I don't find the Walmart aisles to be quite as neat and organized. And one thing I've noticed as I look at pictures online, some Walmarts are locking their toys up behind glass cases. I've seen it in the Lego department. I haven't seen it in the toys in general, but I have seen pictures online of places where the toys are all locked up. I have not seen that happening at Target stores. So I don't know. When I like to hunt, I like to look through my toys. But, find the ones with the good paint apps, things like that. The next one I'm going to mention is more of a generalization and say other in-store locations. Maybe it's a local comic book store. Maybe it's a local toy store. I love buying from local vendors. I really do. My favorite toy store is Lost Trove, hands down. And I do buy some of my new Transformers there from time to time. But when you go there, you got to understand they're not selling quite as much product as a Target or a Walmart. So they do have a slightly higher sticker. Lost Trove does have the best prices around, I find, for toy stores. But he still has to make his money. So, it's going to be a little bit more. I think Lost Trove deluxes are about $30. It's not that much of a difference. And if you want to support a local toy store, I can kind of understand. But not all toy stores are like that. I've seen deluxes up to about $35. We also have to mention GameStop. GameStop usually has a pretty decent selection of Transformers. But again, they're not a local toy store, yet they charge a little bit higher than most places. But I found that some of the GameStops around here are quite well stocked. So GameStop's got to be on our list too. That could be a place you choose to buy your Transformers at. Okay, so let's see. We've got Target, Walmart, local toy or comic shop, and GameStop. Well, now let's move on to online locations. Sadly, I probably buy most of my Transformers from Amazon. My reason for that is I get a lot of gift cards around Christmas and my birthday, And I like to stock up and use those gift cards to do pre-orders, because then my pre-orders are covered and I don't have to worry about remembering to pay for them when they come in and not having enough money in the account, because those pre-orders go on for a while. So if you're a pre-order person, Amazon might be the place to go. But it's not the only place to go. There are some other ones. Now again, when you list which one you like, you can list any online place you think, but the ones that stand out in my mind, there is Big Bad Toy Store. They've been around a long time. I remember ordering Beast Wars figures off there way back when, and car robots from Japan, or More Than Meets the Eye as they came out in America, but I was getting them in Japan first. Big Bad Toy Store has been around for quite a while. Good place to shop. They've been charging $4 standard shipping no matter how much your order is. They recently raised that shipping price to $6. Again, Amazon, if you got Prime membership, well, you don't have to pay for that shipping. But $6 isn't bad for shipping. Another place that's newer in the market is Agabus. Agabus has the wonderful option of being that they're the distributor for metal card bots. So if you're looking for something Transformers adjacent, they have a lot of metal card bots there. Agabus is actually really close to where I live in West Allis, Wisconsin. And I don't order from them a lot because I don't want to pay shipping when it's like right down the road from me. But Agabus is a good place to go. They got good prices and a pretty good selection. I think they have a lot of third-party stuff too. So if you're into third-party, it's a good place to go. And let's see, who am I forgetting here? Online retailers. Well, there's a lot of them. Oh, let's talk about Hasbro Pulse. Maybe you like going directly to the source. Hasbro Pulse. They do have a shipping. You have to pay for shipping, which is not nice unless you join the Hasbro Pulse Club. I've heard mixed reviews on that. If you join the Hasbro Pulse thing, it used to be really good, but now it's not as great as it is. But if you order a lot, it's worth it because the shipping's all covered. So, you know, it can be an alternative to Amazon Prime for you. So, again, back to the original question. Where do you prefer to get your Transformers? Now, again, I said I buy most of mine at Amazon, but if I had a choice, I would get them at Toys R Us. That's right, they're not around anymore. They got those dinky little things inside Macy's and those Toys R Us stores that are really Go calendars in disguise. That's right, I know they're secret. But I'd rather go to Toys R Us, going up and down toy aisles, looking at Transformers, looking at toys. Oh, I love those days. But since that's not an option, I'm going to pick Target. I'd rather get them at Target. I like Target. I think their stores are cleaner. I think their customer service is nicer. And for some strange reason, I think the red works better than the blue. And I know blue's my color, but maybe it's an Autobot thing and I like the red color. You know, like the Autobot logo. But if you're a Decepticon, maybe you like purple themed stores. I can't think of a purple themed store. I know there's a purple store in Mall of America. I'm getting off track. Again, answer the question. What do you guys think? Where would you prefer to get your Transformers at? What's your choice store to go to? Is it an in-person store? Is it an online retailer? What are the reasons you like that store? That's all I've got for this week, and I'll see you next week on Collecting Bots. Bye.